today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. There he goes, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Brady will look to throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Complete to Newsom. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game so often.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Brady's going to look to throw. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 19 carries, 87 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
32.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jamar Chase,
76 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. Well, this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Now 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now Fields going to move him around. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Jones will come now in motion right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. On second down, here's Fields.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, Fields.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Fields throw here into the hands of Jones.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Johnson.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Brady now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Fields over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He'll find Jones again, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. On play action, now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown Tampa Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
There's Chris Olave.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So we've reached halftime.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
He may go.
And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Fields changing the play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 3rd and 2, Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 4th down, Fields working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now Fields. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Olave from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are able to at least get 1 score back. Boswell good with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go to Johnson again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Johnson. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Brady. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now a play fake. Brady steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And now they'll fake the give here on the end around and look to throw.
Now he'll escape to his left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Fields now to throw.
And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
He's on his way.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. Olave over the middle.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Fields on first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player.
And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. he going to look to throw? They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
Here's third and a few inches.
On play action, it's Brady.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field,